A couple years ago, a friend of mine took a babysitting job she found online. The pay was unusually high. Last minute request, just a few hours on a Friday night. She needed the money, so she accepted without asking too many questions. The house was at the very end of a wooded cul-de-sac. No street lights, no nearby neighbors. Just one large home sitting in the dark like it had been placed there and forgotten. When she knocked, the door opened almost immediately. A man and a woman stood there, already dressed to leave. Heavy coats, gloves, scarves pulled high enough to hide most of their faces. They didn't greet her, didn't smile, didn't even introduce themselves. The man simply said, "Sam is already asleep upstairs. He's a heavy sleeper." Then he added, "Do not go into his room. He doesn't like being woken up." The woman handed her a crumpled sheet of paper. "Just follow the rules," she said. And before my friend could respond, they left. Not walked, not hurried. They left like they were already late for something they didn't want to attend. She locked the door behind them, unfolded the paper, and read, "Babysitting rules for Sam. Rule 1. Keep all downstairs lights off. Use only the television for light. Rule 2. If you hear scratching from the upstairs hallway, turn up the TV volume. Do not investigate. Rule 3. Do not answer the front door, no matter who knocks or what they say. Rule 4. Under no circumstances should you open the basement door." At first, she thought it was a joke, some weird attempt at humor, rich people being strange. So she followed the rules anyway, turned off the lights, sat on the couch, let the television flicker across the walls. And that's when the house started making noise. At exactly 11:15, she heard it. Scratching. Not inside the walls, not outside, directly above her. Like fingernails dragging slowly across hardwood floor. She remembered Rule 2, so she turned the volume up, higher, higher, until the cheerful voice of a late-night commercial filled the room. But the scratching kept going. At 11:45, someone knocked on the front door. 3 slow knocks. Then a woman's voice, crying, begging. "Please, my car broke down. Just let me use your phone." My friend stood up, walked halfway to the door, and then remembered Rule 3, so she didn't answer. Eventually, the voice stopped, and the house went completely silent. Too silent. At around 1:30, she went into the kitchen to get some water. That's when she saw it. The basement door. It was open, just a few inches. She was absolutely sure it had been closed before. Then she heard something, coming from the darkness below. Whimpering. Not an animal, a person. She thought of Sam, alone, hurt, scared in the dark. So she broke the rule. She opened the basement door, walked down the stairs, and found a man and a woman tied to chairs, duct tape over their mouths, eyes wide with terror. She recognized them immediately. They were the same couple from the family photos upstairs, the real parents. The basement door slammed shut above her, locking, and from the other side, she heard a voice, the same voice that led her into the house. "I thought we told you to follow the rules." My friend doesn't babysit anymore. She doesn't take night jobs, doesn't go near that neighborhood. And she told me something else. The police never found Sam, but they did find something in the upstairs hallway. Long scratch marks, running from the child's bedroom to the top of the basement stairs.